What's good, y'all? Welcome to another episode of The Mind of Maze. I am your host, Remy Maze Miranda, and welcome to episode 8, or rather, ocho. Also, before I get started, I want y'all to remember that these official black on white Remy Miranda hats are officially out. If you're interested, you could go get them at www.melamiranda.com on Facebook, not the actual website. They're not up on the actual website. You can get them at www.melamiranda.com on Facebook. Also, Miranda Entertainment on Facebook. All right. So we talking today. What we talking about? Yo, whatever happened to Remy and Papoose? I don't know too much about it. It's another crazy situation, but I say to myself, man, you know, at one point they were like the standard, supposedly for black excellence. We like looked at them as like the ultimate super black couple, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere. So we hear that, I guess Remy Ma, she was cheating allegedly with Easy, the block captain, who, for those of you who don't know, because hell, I didn't even know who that nigga was. But so if you're familiar with battle rap, he's a battle rapper, and I guess Remy started her own battle rap promotion or whatnot. And, you know, he's one of the fellas over there. So I guess she started cheating on Pap with this dude. Who, funny enough, man, the dude looked like a Timu version of Papoose, man. Like, yo, if Remy was with Pap, and here's a dude who again, and it's documented, but this nigga was holding Remy down while she was locked up, when she was on the island, man. She had caught a body or whatever. It was Papoose, man, who was riding up there to go see her, make sure she had money on her books. I mean, just, he held her down completely. Stand-up dude or whatever. Some say a sucker, some say a stand-up dude. Regardless, you know, we all know that he did those things for her, because those things are documented. That their relationship was documented, much like Pap had said. So I don't want to seem like I'm taking sides here or whatever, but you know, it was really documented. Like, you really saw what you know, what Pap was doing for this woman. And so nowadays, now you got Pap with the boxer Clarissa Shields. You know, you go on the Breakfast Club, you see how they met. I'm not really trying to get all into that. But anyways, it's like now you see them both on social media and they're bickering back and forth, getting at each other. And this is something you never thought you'd see, not from these two, you know. So it's interesting to see how that played out. But Pap looks like he's very happy over there. Remy looks like she's content over there. But yeah, it's unfortunate. And it just goes to show you, man, everybody has kinks in their relationship. Nobody has a perfect relationship. There's no such thing. But the fact that these two, you know, went their separate ways, I never thought I would see that. I thought that they were a happily married couple and everything was good. But there's also something I want to touch on. I want to get off of that for a second. You know, there's so many things going on in the world right now. So many things. We're like damn near on the brink of World War III here. You know, I see the things going on in California, man. You know, the fires, the riots, all sorts of crazy shit going on out there, man. Police, ICE coming out there, man, and just snatching up people for no good reason. You know, I don't stand with that. Now, when it comes to like, you know, the president wanting to get rid of illegals, right? People who don't got their papers, all sorts of stuff like that. I mean, I could understand maybe, you know, on the lines of that, to get rid of criminals, bad people that are here in our country, and he wants to get rid of them. I could completely understand that. I don't agree with them ripping out hardworking citizens here that just are, you know, trying to make a living, man. They're not bothering nobody. They got no criminal records. They're not bad people, and you know, they ripping them out of their homes and out of schools and just breaking up families and all. It's getting a little crazy, in my opinion. But that's a whole nother thing. I bring that up to say this though. I don't want to always have to talk about celebrity gossip. The messed up thing about it. In the algorithm, they only push celebrity gossip. You know, when you want to say some inspirational things or motivational things or talk about real current events within the world, like I just briefly touched on, those things don't really get pushed in the algorithm. They want to push celebrity gossip. So unfortunately, that's why, you know, as of late, have been giving you celebrity gossip. So yeah, what are y'all thoughts on the Papoose and Remy Ma situation? Again, it kind of took me by surprise. I think it took a lot of people within the hip hop circle like by surprise. You know what I mean? And also, you know, I'm gonna touch more on this ICE situation here in the States and everything, and give you guys some more of those things, some more uplifting things. I'll probably touch on that, you know, next episode. But anyways, back to the celebrity gossip. Yeah, the now, you know, it's getting ugly. Remy Ma's on social media, man. She's dissing Pap. Pap's on there dissing her. She's calling this man broke and saying that he used to steal her jewelry and pawn it and because he never had bread or whatnot. You know, Pap saying she was never there for their child, that their child he was always with their child and she was never there. She was always running around with dude and shit. Ugly. You know, it's always ugly to have to see, you know, people bickering on social media about their personal life. I've had a nasty breakup in my life before, and I tried to just really refrain from talking about it on social media, you know, because it's not for everybody, man. You could talk to, you know, your friends or your people about it, but to have to put those things on social media and go back and forth with somebody on social media, it's just not something that I particularly like. It's not something that I choose to do. But again, you know, today when the social media age where everybody vents on social media, everybody talks on social media. So, you know, that's just unfortunately what happens nowadays, man. We in the social media age where that's just how people get down, man. They talk on here. So it's therapeutic, though, to be quite honest with you. This podcast for me is very therapeutic. I get to speak to all of y'all about everything that I'm hearing and I'm taking in. So, yeah. But again, I just touch on that. You know what I'm saying? What's y'all thoughts on that? How do y'all feel about what's going on with Remy and Pap? Are you team Pap? Are you team Remy? Or are you simply, I could care less? You know what I mean? If you agree with Remy in the comments, type Remy. If you agree with Pap in the comments, put Pap. Or if you don't care about this topic whatsoever, don't put nothing. You know what I mean? But make sure that if you're watching me right now, again, people, it costs you nothing to show love, man. All you gotta do is hit that like button. You know, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. If you have enough time, you know what I'm saying, to be watching me right now, just hit the like button. You know, just show love. It's easy. It costs you nothing. Free 99, baby. It costs you nothing. All right? So I'm going to get up out of here. I'm going to leave this one short and sweet. But I'm going to touch on those things, whether it's the next episode or down the line. I'm going to stop at episode 10, give it a little break, get some things going. You know, like I'm working on a film right now. I'm working on another book right now, so there's a couple of things that I'm still working on while I'm doing this. So I'd like to, give my attention back to some of those other projects that I'm working on. But yeah, definitely I want to hit y'all with more educational things, inspirational things. I don't want to just keep talking celebrity gossip, but like I said, unfortunately, in the algorithm, that's really what they push. They push more of celebrity gossip. If I talk to you guys about some inspirational, inspiring, or motivational things, I get about half the likes or half the views, maybe not even. Okay, if I talk about the Diddy trial, through the roof. If I talk about any celebrity gossip stuff, it's what the algorithm for some reason pushes, man. So please don't blame me. I'm just giving y'all what the people want to hear and what helps the platform. So, all right, y'all, I'm gonna get up out of here. Again, give me your thoughts on the Remy and Papoose situation. They fighting on Twitter. They fighting on Instagram. They going on the Breakfast Club, different avenues here, and just talking about the situation. You could kind of tell though that like Clarissa Shields, she's not really trying to talk about it. She's not really trying to be on that, that. And then I haven't really heard anything for that matter from Easy, the Block Captain guy. I haven't heard nothing from him. So I'm not saying that he hasn't said anything. I'm just saying that I personally right now have not heard anything from him. I don't really know even much about the guy. It's really been, obviously the focus is Remy and Pap. It's their marriage, it's their situation. So, all right, man. I leave y'all with this, man. We all have the same 24 hours in a day. Always ask yourself, what are you doing with yours? All right? Uno, we up.